Blustery conditions greeted the players ahead of the final round of the Pegasus New Zealand Open, with large galleries on hand to see the action. The Italian Giulia Segas held a 5-shot lead heading into the final round, hoping to win her maiden European Tour title.
You know, a little nervous, but it's a good thing. It's a possibility to win, so I'm gonna, play my cards the best I can and see what happens.
Defending champion Laura Davies was in the final group and believed the conditions added more pressure to Segas.
She could probably have done without this win, to be honest. This is probably not going to help her necessarily because, obviously if she hasn't won before, it's a bit nervy. But I think when you're playing as well as she is, sometimes you just go into cruise control.
The Aussie Christy Smith, also yet to win on the LET, had a simple game plan: attack at every chance.
To make as many birdies as possible. I mean, 5 shots is nothing in golf, and we'll see what happens today.
Into the action, and it was the English veteran Davies who got off to the ideal start. Davies, who won the title last year by 2 shots, is a good player in the wind, and she enjoyed the Pegasus layout. She set up an early birdie opportunity. It was one that Davies converted to get to 10 under par for the tournament, and within 3 when Segas made bogey. The Italian made a disastrous start to her final round. On the 3rd hole, she found the water hazard with her drive. And then again with her 3rd shot. The Italian imploded as she dropped 5 shots in the first 3 holes. One group ahead, and Christy Smith was enjoying the challenge of playing in the gusting nor'easterly away from the spotlight. She set up her first birdie chance of the day. The Aussie, who played her debut season on the LET last year, had a fine amateur record here in New Zealand and was playing with confidence early. Davies did not have such a happy time at 4 as she made triple bogey, hurting her title chances. The positive run of Smith would continue as she headed into the final holes of the front 9. Smith, who was the runner-up in the Slovak Open of 2010, was looking to go one better on a course that suited her eye. She would make a fine putt here for birdie to get to 11 under par, and was looking comfortable as the leader. The overnight leader, Giulia Segas, was looking to get her round back on track, and she delivered the sort of shot-making into the 7th that had her in the lead on Saturday. But Segas's putter would run cold on Sunday as she missed many birdie chances from close range. Davies will draw a big crowd wherever she goes around the world, and it's shot-making like this that golf fans came to see. Her tee shot on the par 3/8 was just superb, and it gave her some much-needed confidence. But the defending champion was not at her best on the greens. Davies missing her chance to remain at 6 under. Meantime, up on the 9th, Smith was under pressure. She made this putt to save her par, but remain in front. Tiffany Joe was making a late play for the title on Sunday. The gregarious American hit a fantastic shot into the signature hole at Pegasus, the 10th. Yet another birdie chance. And it was one that Joe would make to move to 9 under, a real threat in the final round of the Pegasus New Zealand Women's Open. Lydia Ko was still the leading Kiwi, and there were a number of times that she came close to making up ground on the leaders. Christy Smith was going to take some beating on the back 9 as her superb round in the squally conditions continued. Smith, who shot an unbelievable 64 in round 2, was in a rich vein of form. She would make another birdie here, summing up her confident mood. She was now 12 under. Ko was not for a moment overawed by the occasion. The pint-sized 13-year-old again played golf that belied her years. She hit this rescue club to set up a birdie chance on the par 4 12th. The New Zealand rep has attracted worldwide attention for her talent, and you can understand that. She is a freakish talent. This birdie putt on the 12th showed that at the age of 13, Ko was still in contention to win the Pegasus Women's Open with only a few holes remaining. Her playing partner Joe would also lose touch with the leaders on the 12th when she missed this shot for par. Christy Smith showed signs of weakness when she made a bogey at the difficult 13. The American Riley Rankin got to 7 under, but she would miss par here on 16 from close range. She finished 6th place outright. Melissa Reid made a run for the title. The Englishwoman had a birdie on 15. She finished in a share of 4th. Lydia Ko looked to be in trouble on 16, but came up with one of the shots of the final round, the chip hitting the pin. She would remain at 7 under par. Tiffany Joe had a late birdie chance here on the 17th to have any chance of beating Christy Smith, but it was off target. Smith was under pressure, but came up with a defining putt to save par on 16. She would stay at 11 under with a 3-shot lead intact. Lydia Ko would make par on 18 to finish in a share of 4th. North Harbour amateur, another week to be proud of, as she outshone a field of world-class pros. But it was Christy Smith's day to enjoy, and she almost ended it the perfect way. The 22-year-old Aussie chipped in almost for an eagle on 18. It meant she could tap in for a birdie to secure a 12 under par total and the biggest win of her young career. Her final round 4 under 68 was superb in the conditions, and her first title on the Ladies European Tour had come early in her career.
Obviously I was a bit overcome with emotions on the last hole, walking off that green there. I almost got it done last year, and it was disappointing to finish second last year in Slovakia, and yeah, I knew this year this was my goal to win on the LET, and it's nice to do it early.
Christy Smith, the popular champion of the Pegasus New Zealand Women's Open.